Jenny Nelson here. We're going to be painting today a background so that you can go from there with whatever you want to build on top of it. We're going to be doing an ombre. It's going to be a crossfade where the two opposite corners are going to be a darker purple red, and then in the middle it's going to be a lighter color. It's going to be a lot like the background of my bird picture where the two outer corners, the two opposite corners are darker and then they fade into the middle. I think it's a really nice setup for words or to highlight an area where you're going to be putting some sort of image, whatever your image may be. Okay, so I have both of the colors on my palette, and I'm going to go with the same two corners. We're going to keep this as easy as possible because art is for everyone. It doesn't have to be hard, so if you're a beginner, it's okay. However you do yours is the right way to do it. There's no wrong way to do art, and as long as you keep that in mind, you're going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with pulling them into the middle here. I'm going with mostly white with a little bit of that purple red color. It's actually a pretty neat color. It actually matches my shirt. So we'll call it wine. It's a nice wine color, but it turns into a nice pink there in the middle. So I'm just going to go right across the middle of our canvas here. I'm going to move us right into the spotlight here. And don't forget to get the sides of your canvas so that your art looks beautiful from all sides and angles. I guess it won't matter if you choose to have it framed. Okay, so we're just filling in the middle here with a nice pinky base. This is just how we start it. I'm going to need some more white. Almost out. Okay. You can put it on kind of thick if you want. You don't want to leave any white spots of your canvas showing through. You want to get a nice full coverage. And this is the time where I get the bottom. Can't forget the bottom. Doesn't have to be fancy, just get the paint on there. This way you don't forget to go back. And for this I'm using, this is an 11 by 14 stretch canvas that I got from Michael's, but you can use any size you want. The way that we're doing this today, you can do this on any size that you want. Let's finish up here where we were. Oh, we got a little dark there. We didn't really need to do that. Okay, so we're going to be doing the two opposite corners darker. So I only need to get this corner with our lighter pink. I don't know what I'm going to do with this canvas yet. Might make a nice quote when I get to it, to that stage. Okay, so now for these two opposite corners, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to dive straight into the our dark purple red, or I like to call it wine color. And we're going to be getting these two corners. And I'm going to fade it. I'm going to pull it in to the middle of our canvas. Don't forget the sides. We're going to start with just getting the two corners. So for this corner here, I'm going to pick it up so I can get the bottom and the side nicely of my canvas. And then come out about as far as you did on the top. You can do anything with these beautifully faded backgrounds. Do really cool things. These make nice gifts. You know, for Christmas, you can make a quote painting for everyone in your family with a quote that means something to you or something that they say. I think that the handmade gifts of art, I think they're the coolest. I'd rather have that from someone and have them spend their money on something that you may or may not even want or need. Save the money, gifts from the heart, that's what I say. Okay. So now comes the fun part. Now we just fade it in. We just go back and forth. And we drag it in. We drag it into our light pink. And we go back, drag it in, come down here and do the same thing. We just go back and forth as we drag it into the light pink. Okay, so now I'll wash off my brush a little bit. The corners look good, so now we just have to blend in the middle. So we're going to go back to our lighter pink. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go back and forth. And it depends on how smooth you want it or how streaky you like it. See, I kind of like the streaks of white in there with the different shades of pink and wine, but you may not. So if you want it a smooth transition, you just have to work it. You just have to go back and forth, keeping the paint wet. And if you lighten up on the brush, as you fade it, you'll get a smoother effect. A little lighter over here. Fade in here. Okay, I think I have achieved the ombre gradients that will go in the two opposite corners that fade. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. If you wanted it smoother, I would just keep reworking it and smooth it out. And if you want it streakier, you can dip back in and put more white streaks. I like the streaks too. I like to see the brush strokes. But whatever you're into and whatever you want to do with your faded canvas will probably dictate what you do at this point. So remember, art is for everyone. Anyone can do this, and however you do yours is the right way to do it. And subscribe and like this video and come back for more, because I'll be showing you some really cool things that you can do with your background canvases.